Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm an artist living in a van. I usually do digital art and create stickers and stationery. Since living in a van, I haven't been able to make the things that I usually do, so I'm trying to figure out other ways to sell my products while living in a van and traveling. But over the last couple of weeks, I've been playing around with traditional art again. I'm actually sitting with the window open. It's really intimidating. I'm trying not to be distracted by people walking past, but it's a really nice view and I need the lighting for my painting. It's a bit dark today, so I've just opened it up. I'm near a park, so I'm not facing anyone's houses, and I think it's quite a good spot. No one's looked in so far, so I don't think they've noticed. I do have a bit of tint on this window, but it's not a lot, and you can see it if you do look. But yeah, this video has been mainly me painting a lot. I think I'm getting sick as well. I've just been sneezing and like feeling really tired. So I think it's just a cold, I hope so. So I'm just eating lots of fruit and veg and just trying to keep up on my vitamins and stuff like that. This is a mix of like from reference pictures on Pinterest and also me just going with the flow. But yeah, I'm really enjoying painting with gouache. I love how it can be super thin like watercolor. Well, this is more like acrylic paint, but you can water it down, so this is probably more like watercolor on top of the like acrylic. There's a bit of hair on there, and also you can make it thick, so it just like gives some texture. I'm really loving it. That I haven't finished it, so if it's a bit wobbly, all this could be a bit wobbly because I'm just practicing playing around with this paint, trying to get used to this paper as well, because this paper is actually for watercolors and I'm kind of using it more like acrylic, so it's taking a while to sink into the paper, whereas watercolor is like perfect in this moleskin sketchbook. But I'm having a lot of fun. I really wanted to paint these little flowers that were growing outside. These are called crocus, and I found out this is where saffron comes from. Not these ones specifically, but Crocus sativus, also known as autumn crocus or saffron crocus. I have never really thought about where saffron came from before, but now I know. And I just googled if you can grow saffron in the UK, and you can. The purple saffron crocus flowers in autumn, and I don't know if I've noticed them around, but I will pay attention this year if I'm still in the UK. The paper I'm using here is Canson mixed media. I will write that on the screen or link it down below. And I really love this for mixed media. I prefer it than the watercolor moleskine paper because it's smooth and it dries faster. But it does buckle a little bit if you use a little bit too much water, but it does kind of flatten out again. So I just sometimes will tape it down if I'm going to be using a lot of water, or I'll put them in between books after I've painted on this paper and it will flatten out. I've definitely been making the most of the slightly longer days by painting. It's something that I can't really do at night. I can use lights, but it just doesn't show the true color, so it is best left for the daylight. When it starts to get dark, I get a little bit sad when I have to pack away my paints though. So I just shared a reel on my stories from Joanne Green Art about how she gets rid of her acrylic paint water. And if you don't know, acrylic paint is plastic, so it'll put microplastics into our water systems if you just tip it down the drain. I live in a van, so I can't just tip it down a drain, and I'm not going to go tip it outside and wreck the environment. So what I do, reuse these type of containers, and I'll tip the water onto some paper towel if it's a little amount, or I'll throw away the container that I'm using. And I know it's not the perfect solution because I'm still creating waste and landfill, but I feel like it might be better than pouring it down the drains and putting more microplastics into the waterways than what there already is. But that's the best I can do. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. I don't think there's any places that I can go to take this water. I'm going to link her Instagram below in the description, so please watch that video. It's really useful. If you live in a home, that would be the perfect thing to do. So Jack just bought a folding bike, and it's going to be perfect for me getting back into running. And I've been running with the dogs like alongside me. It's so fun. We took in turns at riding. Jack is loving this folding bike. It does take a little bit of space up in our van. We've got it sitting in the front at the moment. We might have space in the back. this Amazon package. It's a dog backpack. I know she's not going to love being put in like this, but I will just try and do it. Okay. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, she's got one leg. I ordered this backpack to see if our dogs wouldn't mind being carried around in one of these. We can't go on as longer walks as we used to, and we'd really love to go hiking. We don't want to leave our dogs in the van for too long, so we thought this might be the perfect solution. I don't know, it feels a bit funny to wear, but I think they do feel comfortable. They look very funny. This one is 11. She's 10 or 11. She might be 11. And this one is actually 14. She's still hyperactive and will run about, but she does get a little bit tired and slow on longer walks. We also thought we could use one of these when Jack is on the bike, and if I ended up getting a bike, then that would be perfect for carrying them. Here I'm just playing around with some little mini paintings. I just want to see what they would look like in different colours, and also to be filler in my sketchbook. I wasn't sure what to paint next to the Studio Ghibli paintings that I'd already done, so I thought these would be perfect to add. These paintings are done on the Canson mixed media paper. I just taped them into an old sketchbook because I knew that I was going to be using a lot of water. I love how these little mini paintings look like little photos or Polaroids. It kind of makes it look like a cartoony scrapbook. As you can see, I kind of tore a little bit of the Canson paper when I took off the washi. The washi was a little bit too sticky for this paper. I ended up trimming the edges of this painting because it just wouldn't fit and I didn't want to bend it. And it actually looked like a photograph. I was a bit nervous about cutting it. I was like, I kind of like the edges, but I think it looks a lot better now that I trimmed it. For now, I can't actually stick these in because I don't have any glue sticks or sticky tape on me. I'll have to go back to my locker to get some. So I'll just have to keep them there like that for now. I love doing artwork really fast, and that's something I love about digital. So with going back to traditional, you have to be a lot more patient. So I love having a lot of little paintings on the go so I can switch between all of them, because I hate waiting for something to dry and in the meantime when I feel like I could be doing so much more. So I love, doing multiple things. I also like to leave a painting to sit for a little while before finishing it, because I find that when I come back with fresh eyes, I see something that I can improve or change the direction of to make it better, rather than just sitting down and finishing a painting all in one go. So currently in the van with me, I have acrylic gouache and acrylic paint and watercolors. And I've got a couple of pencils and stuff and pens. So I've just been using those. In my storage unit, I have some other supplies like some pencils. I have Prismacolors and Polychromas. So I want to use those up, and I thought I can do those over the top of my gouache paintings. I need to figure out how to set my gouache paintings. I did accidentally spray hairspray on one, like an old painting that I'd done with the gouache, and then I read after you shouldn't do that, and it's only really for dry mediums that you should spray that on, like chalk pastels or something like that. So it didn't do anything to the painting because I'd done it a long time ago. It's very dry. I don't think it's protected or anything, so any water drops can actually reactivate. Maybe. I haven't tried it. I don't really want to try it. The days have been getting longer, so I'm really happy about that. We've been charging a lot more with our solar, so we can keep our lights on a lot longer at night time. So we haven't really been draining our battery that way, our light batteries. The issue with our power loss in our van has been sorted, I think, with our extra batteries, so that was a problem there. Another issue came up with our steering wheel. We got that fixed, and then we had a leak. It was near the pedals, and it turned out to be the clutch fluid, so we've got that replaced. And then we've also got something else we're waiting to get fixed, which is to do with what the wheels are on, like something to do with the axle or something. I don't know, it's a big job that will take a few hours. I just wanted to keep you up to date with what's been going on with our van, and I'll leave you with this little time lapse of my painting. I have acrylic paint and acrylic gouache. I have acrylic paint and acrylic gouache. Why can't I say that?